What is wrong with these men? Another husband arrested. Search for wife continues in San Antonio, Texas. A frayed relationship. Andreen McDonald had a frayed relationship with her husband Andre during some of their 10-year marriage. One of Andreen's employees says the couple was observed arguing on February 28th, which was also the last day she was seen alive. Some of the disputes may have involved control of Andreen's business, Starlight Homes Assisted Living, which was founded by Andreen when she was just 22. Andre McDonald, 40, an Air Force Reserve Major, is in jail now in lieu of posting $2 million bail, and he's charged with tampering of evidence. Andreen, 29, was reported missing on March 1st, and Bexar County investigators fear she's dead. They say Andre has declined to cooperate while sheriff's deputies investigate her whereabouts. Employee knows important details. Hundreds of volunteers have aided in searches for Andreen on the far north side. Wang Flores, who manages one of 3 homes in Andreen's McDonald's assisted living business, said the McDonald's relationship was on the rocks. We knew Andreen was not happy with the relationship with her husband anymore, she said. She heard Andre arguing with Andreen and glass breaking when the couple lived in a house that was partly used for business in the Eden neighborhood on the northeast side. Police were called to the Eden home at least twice for family violence in 2017, records show. The specifics of the calls were not immediately known. At the time, the family lived on the 2nd floor. Assisted living clients lived on the 1st floor. The couple, their young daughter, and Andreen's mother moved to a larger home the McDonald's bought in July of 2017 in the Timberwood Park area on the far north side. It was there that deputies found traces of blood on Friday and other evidence that makes them think Andreen is dead. They also claim Andre tore up receipts. The reason for the tampering charge: for a shovel, axe, heavy-duty garbage bags, gasoline cans, and other items they believe he bought and was going to use to dispose of her body. Employee speaks out. Flores has worked for Andreen since 2014 and began as a day worker at the Eden home. Every day I'm seeing them, so I can see when there are fights, Flores said. Generally, the arguing went on upstairs in the home, and Flores said she never knew of it getting physical. I encountered twice when police were involved, and she would ask me not to let her husband enter the house, Flores said. Once, police allowed Andre to enter the house to get some belongings and go elsewhere, she said. Andreen also gave Flores a spare key to Andreen's SUV because her husband hold her keys so she don't go anywhere, Flores said. Andreen also twice gave Flores stacks of personal and business documents for safekeeping, to keep them away from Andre, Flores said. She told me to keep them where she didn't know where they were until she needed them, said Flores, who put some of them in a storage shed. Flores also said her husband, who's a chef at the main business office on Bryn Mawr Street, also witnessed the McDonald's arguing there. Divorce and a milestone birthday. In February 2017, Andreen McDonald filed for divorce and cited in his petition discord or conflict of personalities. Among the property to be fought over was the house in the Eden neighborhood. He also sought to restore his name on the records of Starlight Homes Assisted Living. Petitioners should be added to all relevant bank accounts with the business, the divorce petition states. But Andre withdrew the petition in May of 2017, records show. The McDonald's bought the larger home on Solitude Cove in the gated subdivision, the Summit at Canyon Springs, in July of that year, Flores recalled. Arguments continued periodically, though the McDonald's appeared happy at Andre's 40th birthday party in mid-February. Many of the guests were members of his family, said Flores, who helped organize it with her husband, the chef. A picture can lie. Andre and Andreen, however, appeared not to talk to each other much, despite pictures that show them smiling and Andre kissing her, Flores said. On February 28th, the day Andreen last was seen, Flores says she told Andreen she was sick, so Andreen's mother, Hyacinth Maureen Smith, went to the Eden home to tend to the residents and stayed there overnight. On Friday, Andreen did not show up for her usual 5 a.m. workout at the Iron Tribe Fitness in Stone Oak. Neither she nor Andre were answering phone calls from staff members, Flores recalled. Where is Andreen? Another staffer and friend went to the Solitude Cove home Friday to check on Andreen and found no one there. They entered through an unlocked back door and found the bed in the master bedroom in disarray. The smell of bleach was strong in the bathroom, and it appeared someone had cleaned up. They also saw blood on a light switch, Flores recounted. At some point, they picked up the McDonald's 7-year-old daughter at school and asked whether she knew what happened. No child should see this. Flores said the girl told the staffer Daddy hurt Mommy and that Andreen fell on the floor. Flores mimicked the sound the child reportedly made, indicating that Andreen was gasping for air. Flores said Smith had told her that her daughter and son-in-law had continued to fight after they moved into the Solitude Cove home. She said they still have fights in the house, Flores said. They have been having arguments that day. On Sunday, sheriff's deputies allowed Smith and the child who had been staying at the Eden house to return to the family's home. Flores said she was told that before the child left, she had asked a friend of Andreen's, "Did you clean up the blood in the house?" What did their daughter see? The young daughter of missing Texas woman Andreen McDonald reportedly told a family friend she had seen Daddy hurt Mommy as police continue to search for the young mother's body. The San Antonio Express News reports that Andreen's sister, Cindy Ann Johnson, said Andreen's 7-year-old daughter, who police have described as autistic and mostly nonverbal, saw an altercation between her mother and father. She said, "Daddy hurt Mommy, and Mommy was going like this," Johnson said, reportedly mimicking breathing difficulties. A daughter's anguish. The business manager reportedly recorded the conversation and gave the recording to investigators. The newspaper also reports that a sheriff's deputy came to the mother's home to interview the child, who was reportedly seen jumping around and laughing while watching cartoons. "She doesn't really know what is happening," said Hyacinth Smith, who is taking care of her granddaughter after her daughter's disappearance. On Monday, Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar told reporters that it was pretty evident that Andreen's daughter saw something. "She saw what happened to her mom, and that's the most heartbreaking part of this case," he said. GRISLY find. The GRISLY find led police to search the home and arrest McDonald's Air Force husband on Sunday for allegedly destroying receipts in a bid to conceal the purchase of an axe, a shovel, gloves, heavy-duty trash bags, and 2 5-gallon gas cans, tools to be used to dispose of a body, according to Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar. Police have not yet charged Andre McDonald with his wife's murder, but Salazar has said investigators believe the couple's daughter witnessed what happened. At the center of this is a little girl who, frankly speaking, just lost 2 parents, Salazar told the press after McDonald's arrest. "To us, it's pretty evident that she saw something." Salazar told reporters, "She saw what happened to her mom, and that's the most heartbreaking part of this case." Andreen's friends and family. Andreen told her friend that if she were to go missing, it was because her husband, Air Force Major Andre McDonald, had killed her. Andre McDonald reportedly told investigators he and his wife had fought prior to her disappearance, initially claiming she was being treated at a local hospital. When authorities called the hospital, however, they learned she was not there. "We believe that Andreen McDonald is no longer living," Salazar told reporters last Sunday. "The fact that this young lady, mom to this beautiful little child, is out in the woods somewhere, quite possibly, doesn't sit well with me," he said. "I'm not going to rest until we find her and we get her back to her family." The potential reality has hit Andreen's relatives hard. Her mother, Hyacinth Smith, told a local news station that she's beginning to lose hope. A mother's nightmare. They haven't found the body, but if they find the body, she's not going to be alive, Andreen's mother said Monday. Andreen's daughter is currently under the care of her grandmother. I'm thinking that she's gone right now. Like yesterday, I wasn't thinking like that, but right now I'm thinking that she's gone, Smith said. Things look grim. We believe that Andreen McDonald is no longer living, Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar said Sunday. Andreen McDonald was being held Saturday for a mental health evaluation by the Air Force. He was not officially considered a suspect until Sunday, after investigators found what Salazar described as some really quite disturbing things during a search of the family's home. He also said the most heartbreaking aspect of the case is the involvement of the McDonald's child, a 7-year-old girl who for all intents and purposes just lost 2 of her parents. To us, it's pretty evident she saw something. She saw what happened to her mom. Andre wants his bail lowered. Andreen McDonald is requesting to have his bail lowered. Andreen McDonald, in jail on a charge of tampering with evidence, is now asking a judge to lower his bail of $2 million. A date for that hearing has not yet been set at this time. People stepping up, leaving no stone unturned. On Sunday, March 17th, a dedicated group of volunteers organized another search and said they'll continue looking until Andreen is found. The group had nothing but pure determination to lead them as the small but mighty army set out to find Andreen. At first, the group planned to have a few cadaver dogs help with the search. If we can get some clothing of Andreen's from the family so that when we send the dogs out, each dog has her scent, search organizer Melinda Pinnell said. So when the dogs didn't come through, another neighbor did. Lori Gawelko said she runs a dog training that trains canines for veterans. She saw the group organizing their search efforts when driving by an overlook parkway and decided to stop and help. I've been reading about it every day and I wanted to help, she said. Gawelko brought her dog, Savage, who hasn't had any formal law enforcement training as a search dog, but she said Savage has a hunting instinct. She's the type that will go and go until she finds something, Gawelko said. The group hit the pavement in the Stone Oak area and then began searching through the brush behind Andreen's house. They retracked areas that law enforcement had already searched, but Pinnell said they believe Andreen will be found between a 5 and 10 mile radius of her home. I'm not concerned about researching a terrain that's already been researched because the elements change, the weather changes, the wind blows, animals carry things away, and things get disturbed, Pinnell said. All the volunteers searching on Sunday said that they feel there's a connection to Andreen. There's just something about her. She's a mother. She's a wife. She's so relatable, said volunteer Alex Dupree. And this group said they'll return to search again until Andreen is found. This is overwhelming, you know? Any idea is not a bad idea, Pinnell said. If you have any information, please call the Sheriff's Office at 210-335-6070 or email missingpersons@bexar.org or bcsotips@bexar.org.